This was the highlight of the clutch. This is an Orange Dream UltraGlow Pied. So Orange Dream Hypo Ultramelon Pied, female. We've been growing up. What's up, snake fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily. It's raining, the bugs are out, biting my butt, and we have a hurricane theoretically coming on Wednesday. So hopefully we don't get hit with anything. I think Tampa's supposed to get a little bit, but the last time they said that and we got hit full force, so not really looking forward to that. We'll find out how secure my outdoor enclosures are. You're gonna get to see, actually, speaking of outdoor enclosures, my friend Chase Anderson finished his enclosures that he built me. They're awesome. He's bringing them over. We're gonna film it. You're gonna get to see exactly what he made me. Plus, I think we have a clutch on the ground. So without further ado, let's go into the snake room and see what we got. Look at little Kofu here. Oh, now he doesn't like the camera. He doesn't like the camera in his face. I had him all nice and relaxed, and he does not like me shoving the camera in his face. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. He was all nice now. He's like, I was gonna let you take me out, and now you shove a camera in my face, and I'm not happy. All right, I'm gonna leave him alone so I can take him out. All right, my Rhino Rat Snake is loving his naturalistic enclosure, that's for sure. And let's see if we can open up the cage if he's cool about it. There we go. Look at that boy. What a good boy. He really likes it in there. He definitely climbs on the branches and stuff. And we've been misting them down to keep them nice and moist because they really like high moisture. And I can't wait till I can finally get my female up to size so we can breed these guys, but it's gonna probably take another year or so, maybe 2 years. But he's looking good. I love just the display cage aspect of it. I mean, he's awesome. All right, I was just checking clutches here this little weekend day, and I noticed I got my little girl on a clutch of eggs. I don't know how good they are. I see some slugs in there, but she's a very important female. She is a hypo that's head pied and head ultramel, and I bred her to, this is a repeat breeding. I bred her to my Orange Dream Ultramel Pied that's head hypo. She is the female that's responsible for producing my, I think it was the first in the world at the time, triple recessive UltraGlow Pied, which is an Ultramel Hypo Pied. We also produced an Orange Dream Ultramel Hypo Pied female that we're growing up now. The male is actually breeding this year. She produced him 2 years ago. So we repeated the breeding, hopefully to get more. And we're gonna have to find out exactly what she's got there. She doesn't look too happy. So we're gonna try to pull her off her eggs there, check out those eggs and see how she did. She's a very small female. She always has been. She's not a great eater, but she produces, you know, she lays eggs. So that's a good female. Not every snake is gonna be a huge monster snake. She eats when it's necessary. I do see a couple of decent looking eggs in there, so I'm excited. Let's pull these. All right, so we got 3 slugs. This one, it doesn't look like a slug, but it has no embryo or any blood vessels in it. This was the only one, so we got 1 good egg out of this whole clutch, which I guess is better than none. So, you know, sometimes you just get bad fertility. It could be that we rotate this male into a lot of different females because he's a real popular male, and he just didn't get the job done at the right time. So, all right, we'll put this one in the incubator in 60 days. We'll see what we got. All right, so you saw the eggs on the ground. This is a baby, which is not such a baby anymore. She's big. From August, so this is a 21, so this is 2 years old. That female produced 2 years ago. This was the highlight of the clutch. This is an Orange Dream UltraGlow Pied. So Orange Dream Hypo Ultramelon Pied, female. We've been growing up. Someone offered me a lot of money for this girl when I first produced her, and I said no. I said, I wanted her. I wanted her. And so she's going to hopefully next year be a breeder for us. And I'll show you the male too that we produced that was beautiful. So that, and you'll see why I repeated the pairing. All right, and this is the male, and He's in shed, of course. This is just an UltraGlow Pied. So this is, I don't believe there's Orange Dream in this. I think it's just Hypo, Ultramel, and Pied. So we produced those two beauties, and along with some other really nice ones too that I held. I have a couple of Hypo Pieds that are head for Ultramel that we held back too. So I have about 3 females I held back from that clutch. And this one is, this male is breeding for us, so I'm hoping to produce some really cool stuff with him. We're giving him a break right now because he's in shed, but as you can see, that repeat breeding was worth it. Hopefully those 2 eggs, some of them hatch and we get some really cool stuff. You know, sometimes it's disappointing. You know, you get a really good clutch and then you think you're going to duplicate it the following year. It doesn't go, and then you wait 2 years and then you get 2 so crappy eggs. But you know, this has been pretty much the breeding season in a nutshell this year. Very sparse and slow. So we have a hurricane that might be here tomorrow, so maybe we'll see a bunch of breeding action from the snakes. All right, I showed you guys a few weeks ago, I put in this blue line sun glow of mine with Yoda from Yoda Boas, black-eyed anery. Ralph Davis reptile line, black-eyed anery had sharp. Hoping to produce some sharp sun glows, blue line sharp sun glows that are head for RDR. So we got some, it looks like we have a lock there, so pretty happy about that. I guess Yoda was right. He said he had some big follicles in his girl, even though she's a small girl, and we're gonna see if we can make it happen. All right, I'm here with my friend Chase, and you guys have seen his work before. It's over there with my olive pythons. Well, we got 2 new enclosures that he's been working on, and you're gonna tell us exactly how you put this together, what's a little different than the other ones, and you know, we have a little extra feature on this one. So.
All right, well, let's take a look. So these, I did the same thing that I did on the other 2, where I did a mirrored copy of the 2. So at any given time and later on in the future, if you wanted to connect them, you could screw them together, tear out the hardware mesh, and you have pretty much a 10-foot enclosure. I did the same type of locks. So at double locks, you can do locks at the top and on the bottom. I did the same waterproofing on the top, where for rain, it doesn't cover the whole entire enclosure, but it allows for just some safety, you know, in terms of water protection. The exterior, all of the wood is waterproofed and then painted, and then it has a double color coat of paint.
It's like a work of art. You have like this furnish looking pattern on there. It kind of goes down and then it kind of like changes color. It actually is literally like a piece of artwork. Your artwork, at least.
Thank you. All right, so going inside it.
What kind of mesh did you use on the outside? Because a lot of people ask what kind of wire you're using.
This is a vinyl coated hardware mesh, so it's safer for the snakes if they rub their nose on it. It's vinyl coated, so it's almost like a rubber coating. So it protects them a lot more than just the standard metal, like chicken wire.
Right. Plus it doesn't rust either.
Yeah, it doesn't rust either. So this, full open.
Yeah, you got full access to the whole cage with that full open. Only thing that might be a problem is if I put any kind of monitors out here, it might, you know, they could potentially run away. But usually monitors get scared when you open up the cage, so. But but these were designed for my diamonds and Bolin's python. So let's talk to me about the special features you got in here.
So the special features, so some of the basic areas, I did the same design where you've got the hide box up here. So you have access to the hide box up here in case you needed to get in.
So they can get in through here, and then we can get in through here if we ever had to like clean it or get eggs out of there or something like that.
And I have another door on the back, so we can put a heat mat or any type of heating that we want to use to heat the enclosures.
So the heating will be behind that mesh, so they can't actually lay exactly on the mesh. On the heat tape itself, and it's protected. And what's this little surprise little thing we got hanging off the bottom here?
So who is it that I talked to about them?
We talked to Ari Flagel.
Yeah, Ari Flagel.
Who's the Bolin's python expert.
So I talked to him about where, you know, the size of the hide, where to position it, and they said midway up, a nice tight hide. So what I did is here, you have a nice little small hole right here for them to find a nice little secluded, and then
Because Ari said they don't like big openings.
they don't
right?
like big openings. They just, you know, they want to feel secure. So in here, I'll pop this open, pop this down, and a nice simple pull-out hide box.
So we can put
Moths,
spaghetti meat
anything.
muffins in there. We can put, you know, cocoa blocks in there, and they can make their own nest in there essentially. And then if we want to access the nest, God willing, we get some eggs, we can access it real easily and clean it real easily too.
And then the bottom is the same thing that I
Just
did.
open that up again. I want to show people how meticulous you are. If you look, he put a piece of material here so they can't sneak out of the high box and get in over here. I mean, only Chase, only you would think of something like that. That, you know, that's someone who cares about reptiles. You know, a regular builder wouldn't even pick that up. Now, talk about the bottom, because this is amazing too.
So under this is also the hardware mesh. So if
Right.
in case this was to come up for any reason, they still can't get through.
Right.
Now I put this fencing vinyl material. I spaced it 1/4 inch. You can't even tell, but all the water will go right through.
Yeah, I never in my other cages ever see water settling. It just goes, it filters through,
So
which
this,
is important.
when it rains, if you want to rinse it, you can just pour water on it and it'll just drain right through.
Yep.
But the other thing is, you can get in here if you want to. And
It's big.
That's why I made it sturdy enough for you to do
Yep.
whatever you want.
You can stand on this, is what he's saying, and it's not going to break. This thing is, I'll tell you something also, you know, we have hurricanes here in Florida. This thing is so heavy that all we have to do is chain these all together during a hurricane and nothing's moving. We got airflow. These things are not going to blow over whatsoever. I mean, they're really, really heavy. And they got heavy duty wheels, so we can move them around, which is very important. If you're going to build outdoor enclosures, I know a lot of people build them kind of in the grass and stuff like that, and they don't have wheels, but I can't tell you how valuable it is if you to be able to move these things. And especially, you know, you think you're going to be in the same place for the rest of your life, and then all of a sudden you decide to move. This makes it a lot easier. These things are not light. Cool. All right. And I have all my I have all the tree branches I saved from the hurricane still. I used a lot of them inside already, but these are still leftovers that I've been letting bake in the sun. You can see all the bark has come off them now, and which makes it really nice because it's really smooth under the bark. And I can put these into the cages and set them up so that the snakes can climb and have a naturalistic type of setup. And they love it. This way they can get from the bottom of the cage to the top and the hides. Thank you, Chase.
No problem.
Your greatest masterpiece so far.
Appreciate it.
All right, guys, the sweat is dripping off my forehead. It is very warm here, very humid, and the storms are a-coming, supposedly. I hope you guys liked that clutch. You know, I probably only got one good egg out of it, but I wanted to show it to you anyway, just because I want to show you the potential. You can see two snakes that, you know, look nice, but that can produce some incredible, incredible babies. And that UltraGlow Pied project, it's a triple recessive, is just off the charts. I can't wait to get more stuff into it. We have Orange Dream in it already, but I'd like to see Super Orange Dream. I'd love to see Leopard in there, Spot Nose. There's so many great things we can put into that project that we haven't done yet. And that's what breeding's all about. It's what's the next thing the next great thing you're gonna make. That's always what it's all about, right? All right, thank you, Chase Anderson, for those incredible, incredible enclosures you built me outside. After the hurricane's over, we're gonna get some diamond pythons in there. And I don't know, my friend Paul Miller has some black dragon tree monitors that we might be putting in there as well. So originally one of those cages was earmarked for my Bolin's pythons, but they're not really ready to go outside yet. So you never know. Stay tuned. And you guys know what to do to show me the love. Hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, hit that like button. I'll see you back tomorrow morning.